This video, we'll be looking at how to submit a cancel a session form in the appointment modification form. So we're going to start out on the virtual office homepage, and the first thing we need to do is locate the BT Resource Center button, which is the orange one right here. After selecting that, it will bring me to this page where I need to select the Direct Care Modification Form button. Clicking on that one will bring me to the actual form itself. So we're going to start filling this out, put in our first and last name, put in the client's first and last name. I'm going to just do this for now. And then we need to come down under type of modification and select cancel a session. We use cancel a session to indicate that a session is not occurring on its originally scheduled date. So for instance, if I was driving to the appointment and my car broke down on the way there, that would be a time when I would use cancel a session to indicate to scheduling that this session will no longer be occurring on the original date it was scheduled for. After selecting cancel a session, I hit next. And then it's going to ask me if I am canceling the session or if the family has requested to cancel the session. Let's go through if I am canceling the session first. So I'm going to select that option, hit next. It will ask for the date of the canceled session, which we're going to put today. The start time, we'll call it 9 a.m. It's going to ask if we have identified a makeup time for the session. Let's say no. And it's going to ask what the cancellation is due to, whether it's car or transportation issues, such as a flat tire, ran out of gas, car broke down. If we're sick, for example, you are sick and unable to work with your patient. If it's a medical reason, like a doctor's appointment. In case of weather, so for example, snow or tornado. Company holidays, and do note that these are ABS honored holidays only. COVID exposure or COVID symptoms. Pre-approved time off, when the dates are approved on the offer letter. Or planned with PTO, which requires 1 week notice. And then other, and we can fill in the other. So when it comes to using PTO, if we submit PTO a week in advance, then the hours that we are missing will not count as unexcused hours, so they will not count against our retention rate. Also, if we were to have someone else cover this session for us, that would also not count against our retention rate. In any other circumstances, these are going to be unexcused hours, so they will be counting negatively against our retention rate. In this case, we're going to say it's car transportation issues. Hit next. It's going to ask if the consultant has been made aware of the change. We're going to say yes. Anytime we are making any alteration to our schedule, we should be communicating that change to both the family and the consultant as early as possible to ensure that everyone is on the same page and we maintain the highest level of treatment fidelity. Below that, there is a comment section in case we have any additional pertinent information that the scheduling assistant may need to complete this request. If we do not, we can leave it blank. At this point, we hit submit and we would be done with this form. However, for now, we're going to step back and go through how it looks when the family has requested to cancel the session. So I'm going to choose this option, hit next. It's going to ask me the client's reason for cancellation. Sick, example, the patient is sick and contagious. Medical, for example, a doctor's appointment. The ABS honored holidays again. Vacation, weather, transportation, no call, no show, COVID exposure, COVID symptoms, or other. In this case, let's say that the client is sick, so I select that option and scroll down. It's going to ask for the date of the canceled session. We'll just put this for today. Start time of the canceled session, let's say it was 9 a.m. The end time was 3 p.m. And then has makeup time been identified for the session? Let's say in this case it has. So we're going to select yes, hit next. It's going to again ask us for the date of the canceled session, the start time of the canceled session, and it's going to ask for the date of the makeup session. So let's put 13th. We'll say it's still going to start at 9 a.m. and the new one is going to end at 3 p.m. It's going to ask for the location of the makeup session. We'll say in home, hit next. It's going to bring us back to this final page. Again, the consultant and family should always be made aware of any alterations to the schedule, so there should always be yes. We still have this comment box if we want to provide any information to scheduling. If not, we leave it blank, go back to submit, and we have submitted this form.